What makes the present political situation possible, in my opinion, is that down deep, and I bring it out of a man, because when a man talks to me, the first question I ask that man is, who are you? Who are you? What do you want from me? Why are you talking to me? Who are you? And if he lies to me, I can see him lie because I listen on many levels. I watch the body language. I watch the double takes. I watch the behavior, the use of the hands, the facial expressions that are out of sync with what the man's trying to tell me. And I catch hold of them. Who are you is the basic question. Down deep. Each one of us has fascistic mentality down deep. What do I mean by that? Greed, avarice, one-upsmanship. All the things Dr. Sigmund Freud spoke about. Psychoanalysis, the libido theory. Love comes out of all these fascistic emotions. That's why we're always subject to the strongman leader. That's why we're always looking for the hero figure, one that can magically empower us through him. But of course, in order to do it, like Donald Trump said, he said this, and I'm going to quote it. Donald said, when I do a man a favor, that man comes to me and he cries every time he sees me. And the Don loves this. The Don loves this. What kind of a man must you be? You do a man a favor, and you're honored. Whenever he sees you, he cries in your presence. Now, what the hell is that? What kind of a character? What kind of an animal is this? That's my opinion. I'm going to say it straight out. It wouldn't be possible if down deep, libido theory, primitive biological emotions, greed, avarice, one-upsmanship, stab your neighbor in the back, do it to him before he does it to you. Never trust anybody in a deal. Get your contract. Never trust a man's word. You show me. Let's write a contract. Let's bind that contract. Let's get a hold of that man and put his feet to the ground and say, specific time, specific place, specific performance. When are you going to do it? When are you going to have all the things you're talking about? When are you going to do it? A man without a word is no good. This man's no good. It's easy to detect the quality of the man just by talking to him. But you got to put it to the test. You got to test your man. Don't just take his word. Man says, I'm generous to him. Put up and shut up. What have you done? Put up and shut up. Most people, in generosity is bragging rights. There are exceptions. But I'm talking reality here. I'm talking practical here. I'm saying to you, if advice is not practical in the here and now, it's worthless. How do I apply what you're saying? You're talking, how do I apply what you're saying? You see a Tony Robbins on stage, and oh, the giant is so lovable. He then becomes the gentle giant. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But that's him. Trump and Sage, Tony Robbins and Sage, that's your choice. Don't impose it on me. My definition of love, my definition of friendship, my definition is completely different than yours. What makes you think your definition has more credibility than mine? Sit down with me, Tony Robbins. Get your big banana hands out of my face, Tony Robbins. Sit down and talk to me like a man. Knock off the body language, Tony Robbins. Can I get a shot at you, Tony? Will you talk to a man like you, like me, who'll push back on you, Tony? Or do you want all those sycophants talking to you? And you're talking, hey, I'm a multi-millionaire, 47, between us over 47 years of experience, myself and Dean Graziazzi. And so we need thousands and thousands of dollars just for a moment of our time. The hell with you, Tony Robbins. Hey, Tony Robbins, how about me charging you, Tony Robbins, and Dean Graziazzi for a moment of my time? We're both not credentialed, Tony Robbins and Dean Graziazzi. We're both not credentialed. That's the bottom line. So we're both talking opinion. This is a man against a man. It's a man like you and Dean who are massive haves, and a man like me who's a have-not. But regardless of all that, regardless of all the social crap that doesn't mean anything, I talk to you like a man, Tony Robbins, and I expect that you're going to talk to me like a man. You're going to give me the respect I demand, or I'll take it. That's what I would say to him. I hate it when somebody gives me a sermon. I've heard hundreds of sermons in my lifetime by the best radical right-wing Baptist preacher, boring as hell. And fundamentally, if I read my Bible for myself, they're wrong. They're wrong in what they're saying. And my opinion on these religious matters is worth as much as my Baptist friend, my preacher, my radical right-wing preacher, whoever the hell the preacher is. I will not permit, on principle, any man to preach me a sermon on ethics and morality. No way in the world. Because I'll question that man, and somewhere down the line, I'll expose the phony in the man, because I won't let go. Nobody pushes me off. I'm like a damn pit bull. I ask a lot of questions, and I follow through. Because I know, beyond any shadow of a doubt, this good man, this wonderful man, this religious man that's talking to me down deep, he has, just like me, fascistic mentality. If that wasn't true, a man like Trump wouldn't have power. That's the proof. That's just my opinion. I have the right to express my opinion as anyone else has a right to express theirs. This is not fact. This is not truth. It's just opinion. And that's all most of this bullshit is. Everybody claiming to be an expert. Bah, 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 bah. I'm so generous. I'm so wonderful. Oh, look at me. How generous I am. How wonderful. Friend, you're doing it for applause. At least that Donald told the truth. I love it, says Donald, when I do a man a favor and he comes to me and he's crying in my presence. Are you ready for that? What kind of a character is this? What kind of a narcissistic sociopath is a man like this? That's the question I ask, and I have the right to ask that question, predicated on everything I'm saying right now. Everything I say is challengeable. I answer any question anybody wants to put to me. I answer the question. You heard me say something? If I said it, I meant it. And I stand good on it. I have no entourage. Everything I'm saying is extemporaneous. That's all. That's why these songs written by the great lyricists, are dangerous. They say that falling in love is wonderful. It's wonderful. That's what they say. Friend, that's your reality. I have a different reality. I say it's not wonderful. If you're a small, short man like me with no appearance, a big head and a big face, it's not that wonderful. The pickings are slim. It's rough out there. That's all. I can't recall who said it. I know I never read it. I only know they tell me that love is grand and bullshit. You read somebody else's story. You wore somebody else's picture on your back. You saw a Tony Robbins on a stage and said, oh man, this is beautiful. I want this for myself. Maybe it's not that beautiful. Maybe if you knew more about what's behind the scenes of that, maybe you would not think it's that beautiful. This is what I expose. I love to throw a monkey wrench when somebody is that uptight, that moralistic, that judgmental, that ethical in their beliefs. Like a Dennis Prager on the hard right, radical right. Nobody that knows what the hell they're talking about, like me. But I have no credentials. I have no pedigree. I'm just an ordinary man. But I would take Dennis Prager and tear him apart on his own arguments. I'd shaft Dennis Prager with his own self-righteous, radical right-wing, judgmental evangel morality, Christian nationalism. I would challenge it right to the bones, and I have the ability to do it. And I have no credentials. Listen to this. I have no credentials. I have no credibility, no education, nothing to recommend me. But my life and my studies down through the year are my credibility.